I got to go. Yeah. Well, welcome to the South. Miss Muffin, what it do? We gonna try StreamYard out today. You gotta play a little music for this out here, though. You know, y'all gotta hit the lights up. Y'all don't hit the lights up, I ain't. Nigga. Might have to get on YouTube. I might not have to run it through YouTube. Hey, with me, there goes the neighborhood. Like Blue Podcast, I'm in the gym, so I be in and out. Yeah. So I know I ain't got a moderator. Thanks for letting me know. No moderator true. No moderator true. True, you got a moderator? Hell nah. Hell nah. Nah, good. Supposed to be starting this on that 5:15. We're a little early. I might switch it over, like I said, to YouTube. StreamYard just don't seem like it does it for me, you know? I be wanting to be like, is this thing on? Let me see. Drew on YouTube. I might need to. Well, we in this joint. We in here. That's how I be. Is this thing on? You see what I'm saying? It be. What it do though? What it do? What it do? What it do? Y'all come in, hit that motherfucking like button though. Come in, hit that like button. Come in, hit that like button. I don't know, man. Like I said, I might have to take it straight to the tube though. You know, I might have to take it to the tube. I said 5:15, so I'm gonna give him a little more time, and I'm gonna see what it do. If it ain't doing nothing by 5:15, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here, and we're gonna take it straight to YouTube. I ain't gonna let see. I ain't never liked this StreamYard shit though. Damn, this thing on these bots in it. Damn, what the trolls at? Come troll me. Goddamn trolls ain't here. Ain't nobody in this motherfucker, huh? No troll, not now troll. No, it's something when ain't no goddamn trolls here. Damn. That's a troll. Fuck them trolls at. a little bit before I got released, he sent me a letter. Hope everybody doing all right this evening, man. We gonna get to this shit. We finna get to it. Cause we might have to do a part 3. We might have to do a part 3. Cause this shit deep. Reality that I had to do something different to change. You know, we're gonna play a few songs with this giant. We're gonna get into some shit. We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna come with everything I need to. Right now, we just jamming. We just jamming. We waiting on 5:15. See what he gonna do. I really should have stayed back first. Hope everybody had a good work day. Let's get on there. Get on there. Get on there. Get on there. Come in, hit the like button. Let's get on there. Get on in. Get on there. Let me start playing some of this music that fit the description. We're gonna start playing some of this music that fit the description, y'all. We wait on 5:15. We just kicking shit. 5:15. Come in, hitting the like button. Come in, hitting the like button. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come in, hitting the like button. Sirs and madams, come in, hitting the like button. Come in, hitting the like button. Y'all see the thumbnail. So before we get started, this is the part 2 from yesterday. NewMemphis. NewMemphis. Mr. GL left a comment said he want NewMemphis to do well. It's somewhere. Don't wait a minute. Calm down. Don't quote me word for word on this shit. But it was something like he wishing the best for it, but he don't think with just a lot of the shit that done transpired in the city. And once again, remember, man, Big True that Late Bloomer Podcast came to y'all last week or week before last with the Turns Gangster Wig. I have to go back to that, man. Turns Gangster Wig and Skipper out the milk. Ripper out the milk. Enemies 30 years ago, blood on both sides, squashed it for the sake of, I guess they old, it need to be said. But the talks happened, like they said, they talked about a month first. And now, they doing content with each other. Some people say, it might be a monetary thing, but then again, it could be real. Could be real. Regardless, it happened. It happened. And two people that was at the forefront of the situation, those are some of the people who can, dictate their situation, regardless if the people on the outside don't like it. If these two people willing to let bygones be bygones, then hey, kudos. A lot of people saying, hey, they commend them on doing it, but they don't know if they could sit down after blood's been shed. So, yeah. Get on there. I might have to get on off here, y'all. I just might. I might have to get off, get back on YouTube. I tried it. Walk home BG texting me talking about who is this. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying about the Locked In podcast? He texting me talking about who is this. Who is this? Who is this? Couple minutes left. Couple minutes left. Cause see, really, I don't want to talk about this good content over here on this channel on StreamYard. You know, yeah, BG need to get it together. He talking about who it is. He need to get his shit together, man. Who is this? This shit just don't make sense. It just don't. It just don't. It just don't. It just don't make sense. But see, this the app though that me and BG can get on and we can run our lives on. You know what I'm saying? We can run our lives on StreamYard. If we not face to face, we can run it on the StreamYard. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. For my liking, it ain't enough of us on here for this conversation. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna jump it off on the YouTube. I'm gonna go straight to YouTube. Hold on. Ain't enough of us on here, goddamn it. It ain't enough. But you know what? You know, you let us get a couple more people. Let us get a couple more people. Let us get a couple more people in the building. Make sure they hitting that like button. I ain't mean to do that. So in the meantime, you know, I go back to some of this old music, man. I'm finna play some of this old music, man. I don't think this one will get me. They not striking me. You know, they make a nigga edit it out. So I don't think this one to do it. This was, like I said, one of my favorite songs while I was in prison. Got me through a lot of days. And this album is when I knew, you know what I'm saying, bro had his shit together. Bro had his shit together. So as y'all come in the building, we gonna get into these stories. If the numbers ain't up, then fuck it. You know, hey, we'll try it again. The nigga just gone. We just gonna get interesting, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all enough without giving y'all everything. And guess what? It ain't nothing but positivity over here, right? But we speaking about NewMemphis. Remember, this city, like they say, got a dark cloud over it. They blame shit my side of town for a lot of shit. I remember when I was in prison, like I said, if y'all familiar with the Late Bloomer podcast, man, it was so much shit. My first couple of years in prison, my niggas are coming back to the trooper. They said the bond, bro, I'm in here with y'all. Remember I said this, I'm in here with y'all. I'm in here with y'all, bro. I'm in here with y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying? From the pokey bumming down on me. You be with them niggas. I'm showing them this me, this boo, this star, this magazine, this be raw. What's going on? That's what Birth the Late Bloomer podcast, though, but I had my own experience with this shit. Though. Once again, them '02 to 2010 experiences on the street, then going to prison from 2010 to 27, still having my experiences. So, New Memphis, man, fuck it, we'll get into it over here. All right. So, where do we start? Where do we start? Where do we start? First of all, who all, who all, like I said, I'm pretty sure y'all missed it live a couple weeks ago, but I brought this new Memphis concept, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it wasn't geared towards no rap. It was just geared towards just basically improving the city. This was my idea, but I'm glad that other people are thinking like this. Not saying I started this shit, trust me. But so last year I think it was Big Boogie who first said something about it, just to bring y'all up to speed again. Boogie who first said something about it, and he seemed like it was genuine, because he didn't really put names on it. He said the city. He was talking about rappers in general. That's how I looked at it. Finesse, he kind of lined out, well, kind of wrote niggas who he was talking about. Just his personal, which, okay, nothing wrong with that. So, remember 30, at the time, niggas trying, niggas being different. It's seasons. And life is about growth too, as well. So, in saying that, me just thinking about it, being one of those men out here who done lost partners in the struggle, done lost partners to the streets. I would say he qualified to maybe speak up for his people, for his side, being at the forefront. So, kudos to 30, especially if it was genuine. You know what I'm saying? Uh like I said, go on the internet, you see that one. Then I go on Instagram, I see what's his name? I think his name C Money and Jizzle. C Money and CEO Jizzle. I want to say that this. That I could be wrong. Okay. So we'll get into that. All right. I had a couple people come on my podcast, from niggas cousins to niggas that really ran with them. And like I said, with a decision like this, okay, let's say the guys who on the thumbnail, I would say they probably would be qualified. Me just thinking, most of the artists don't live in Memphis anymore. That's true, but you have a lot of them that still do, and that's where the shit that left behind is left behind though, regardless where you go. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm all for it. And if it's gonna make the city safer, but some things, it's just the right people have to be in play. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on, you know, who you talking to. I can't say uh you can't one thing about it, you can't be naive in this city. You can't be a damn fool. Like, at best, you can try to avoid situations. You know what I'm saying? You can, you know, especially if it ain't just really like that. But even if niggas come to some type of agreement, you know, hey, look, bro, we ain't finna do this. We can be able to see each other in public, type shit. Uh, Some probably want peace to say they can come back. Okay, so in saying it took Terrence Gangster Williams and Ripper 30 years to get to this point. So let me ask you this also. Should it really be about peace or should it be about money? What should be the real reason for the new Memphis movement? Peace or money? Because to me, I feel like it's bigger than rap. It's so much shit that it's so much so many things that happen in the streets behind just whatever that exactly. So I feel like, you know, conversations, if that's what the new myth is really about, and it got to be real deal conversations, man. Got to be real deal conversations. Not saying it'll be big for the city. You know, it'll definitely be big for the city. But you know, like I said, it just depends on who looking at it. Who looking at it. Some niggas definitely could be tired of it. Some people definitely could be over the the back and forth. Like a lot of this shit, I only put them up on the thumbnail because they was the other guys that was talking about it. And just knowing the history of some of, you know, the history of Fast Cash and this and that, and you know, just a lot of old shit uh that kind of trickle down and just when you say New Memphis, do you really mean, are you really trying to, you know, leave shit where it's at? I remember it was some talks of an interview that was supposed to happen with one of them guys last year too, though. But you know, niggas felt like it wasn't the right time to do it or whatever. Like, you know, people wouldn't understand it, and you know, just thinking about it, man, it's that's just what I think about. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mind quickly went to when I seen them pushing the new Memphis, just thinking about this rap scene. I got on like, damn, the history. Even with the 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 subliminal song, you know, like the subliminal song was a pivotal moment in the situation. You know what I'm saying? But you know, maybe, just maybe, niggas could be past their song and on both sides. You know, I don't know. Because at the end of the day, I'm looking at it just how I'm looking at it. You know, not to definitely not to create any type of issues, but just want to know, like I said, with this new Memphis, is it really about peace or is it about, you know what I'm saying? You just seeing the Dallas movement, and we need to get on it, and not really trying to, you know, just it's different elements in different cities, man. You know what I'm saying? Different elements in different cities. And what worked for Dallas might not work for Memphis because maybe it wasn't the same type of elements that fucked our city up. You know what I'm saying? Our city was, it never had a good camaraderie as far as the rap scene. And then once, you know what I'm saying, the real shit started happening, it definitely broke the city up even more. So, and then if you think about it, a lot of shit in this city is real fresh. So maybe it should be something that should be, like I said, maybe talked about more acts than words. You know, more actions than words with it. Because a lot of shit still fresh. Some things might feel like a slap on the face. You never know how people feeling. So that's what I'm saying. I'm just looking at it like I don't want the new Memphis scene to be the cause of some rap shit. Like the new Memphis scene, the movement don't need to be about rappers coming together, in my opinion. If it is, it need to be not to make no motherfucking raps. You know, it need to be back to, it need to be to uh give back to the community though. You know what I'm saying? Go back and try to do some intervention work. Like that's what we need. That's what we need more so than anything. You know, fuck that. Yeah, that's what we need. We need peace. We need peace. That's what they need to come together and do, man. That's what what it do snooze it. That's what the new Memphis movement should be about. Because just according, we'll see how they work it. But just according to how it's going, you know, just seeing who all the line up with the new Memphis, you know, then we'll see. You know, we'll see. But I feel like I said, maybe it should be something that's just talked about a little bit more, not just a spontaneous idea, but just really talked about. And maybe they have. I don't know. Everything I'm saying is for entertainment purpose, allegedly. Maybe they have, because I haven't talked to nobody. I'm just looking at shit. I'm just assessing. I'm actually just, you know, you know, giving my opinion, scenario on it. So nothing that I'm saying has any merit really, far as just what we already know. And just far as the only reason I even spoke about it, like I'm saying once again, is because you had 30 saying something about it. I remember that I spoke about this new Memphis uh philosophy on the live. I went on Instagram and said something before I even heard people speak about it. So seeing that rappers are talking about new Memphis in themselves and seeing which rappers are saying it, it just sparked me to spark a conversation. You know what I'm saying about it? Like, and just thinking about it, the guys there are saying something about the new Memphis. They definitely, you know, if done with the right talk to the right people and things of that nature, I could definitely see it working. But like I said, just not on no rapper time. New Memphis should be about really, you know, it's done been a lot on both sides. And I just know, like I said, some shit is fresh. So I just want to know how much New Memphis gonna be really geared towards really working with people who, you know, just really was at odds with you, really disagree with. You know. That's what I had for y'all today. Like I said, with so much that was made off about even back then though when they was talking about all of the artists working with each other, it wasn't geared toward nobody from shit outside of town really. You know what I'm saying? Did nobody even mention OG Boo name in that motherfucker when they was talking about? I don't think so, but I don't think. But now it shouldn't matter because he already working with OG. So nah, so just omit that. But it still didn't seem like it was, niggas from that area, that New Memphis, or not New Memphis, that conversation was for. I could be wrong, man. So, like I said, in order to get to that next level, you know, and really, uh, get past some things, then it's got to be some type of like real peace before you can get to the blessing. Before you can get to the bag, I feel like it got to be some type of peace. It got to be some type of real understanding. Like other than that, it can seem like niggas just once again, Memphis just a click on top of click city. That could definitely be possible. That could definitely be possible. Like I said, man, the city definitely needed it. So not saying it gotta take, the dudes 30 years like the other guys, because these guys still out here. Some of them still, some locked up, some out here, a lot of them out here, some that, hey, it's some losses. But for the ones that's really still out here and was close to their fallen soldiers and having to pay for funerals and really affected by it. Man, bingo, 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 bingo. So it's just one of them things like, man, New Memphis could be good if it's really done with a great intent. Like I say, more community work first before we trying to do business and link up and, you know, because I can see it now, just it's so much going on in the city where in the streets, niggas switch and do this and do that, and we clicking up and clicking up, clicking up. So we don't want that to translate to the new Memphis town, the new Memphis music. We don't want to see that in the new Memphis videos, you know. So I feel like if it's done with community work first, some definitely got good hearts. But I definitely think I think pushing peace in the city is a start. Pushing peace in the city definitely a start. And it just gotta be genuine. Gotta be genuine. And you can't, I don't feel like you need to avoid the people or people that you might have had real situations from, real smoke with, or whatever. You know, that's who this new Memphis shit should really be good for. You know, in my opinion, man, shit, New Memphis, uh, part 2 of it. That's it, basically part 2 of New Memphis. Like just with their facture of them, they was the other people that was screaming about the New Memphis and just giving, like I said, they history with certain guys and uh been back and forth, you know, it just a lot of history that come with, you know, them guys and they affiliation. So like I said, they would definitely could be some of the spokesmen who could spearhead this shit because they was some of the guys who was really, you know, when it was whenever they had disagreements and shit, they was some of the guys on the other side that the disagreements was about. You know what I'm saying? So in saying that, if they some of the guys that's coming around now trying to rectify the situation or push for something better than it was 2, 3 years ago, that's cool. That's cool. It's cool. It just, it just gotta be something everybody agree with, man. You know. Well, I just wouldn't know if Memphis people can be sincere and the purpose would be to see it without some form of bullshit. That's what I'm saying. Like you just always got to worry about, you know, just I always got to worry about you know, I'm gonna say this. You can say don't think about once you let shit happen and say you come to squashing terms. I still just feel like you just still gotta be cool though. You know what I'm saying? You just don't want you only got one life to live. So in saying that, you still wanna be cautious with that motherfucker. You still wanna uh uh you know, just make sure you move smooth. Make sure you move right. Make sure you're doing the right thing. I heard you speak though. So, man, y'all make sure y'all jump in the comment section. Y'all jump in the post. I'm gonna come back on this joint tonight with a different live. But we might get into this a little more though. I don't really like StreamYard though. I ain't gonna lie, I don't like StreamYard. Um, so fuck it. We out of here, baby. Who would you say should speak up? Who would I say should speak up? I don't know, man. I don't, it's hard to say, bro. It's maybe first it should start with, if it's really about New Memphis and shit, maybe the families. Maybe before anything go down, nigga, probably should chop it up with the families. Start there. That's when you really being sincere. If it's really done been issues and shit, a lot of bullshit that done went back and forth, I say start there. You know, even before you start with the campaign, start there. Get the family blessing. You know, that's what I think. Start with the family, and then you know, because sometimes the family still be in tune with people and shit like that. So you start with the family, and you really trying to, you know, then maybe the family can reach out to some of these friends and shit that these guys done made pledges and bonds with that even in death, motherfucker gonna ride for, maybe that could be a good starting point, man. But I'm gonna say this: positive conversation is always needed. Positive conversation is always needed. If the intention is well, meant well, then hey, I'm all for making the city safe. Just saying it. I'm all for making the city safe. And in doing it, man, you don't gotta force shit either though. You know, just cause we making the city safer, we don't gotta be together every day. But we can agree to live amongst each other. You know, we can agree to get money in the same city. Just being able to get money in the same city is cool. And you know what? I think there might be a reason for this whole NewMemphis shit when I think about it, because maybe these rappers is seeing that they done dropped the ball. The violence is running the money away from Memphis. Like for real, for real. Just like you said, I don't know rappers stay here. For the rap culture, ain't too they don't stay here no more. You know, niggas come through, niggas live, but you know, yes, yeah, Nikki. So don't no rappers stay here, and maybe that's what it is. They see that how it's going, how the scene is going. You know, people really do look at Memphis like I'm constantly saying this, man. I'm constantly saying and seeing and hearing. People feel like Glorilla the biggest artist in Memphis, without a shadow of a doubt. They feel like Glow the biggest. You know, they like her energy. They like how she putting on. Uh, they feel like Glow the biggest right now. With all the, and you know, we also have other female artists as well who doing their thing in the city, but from a global, a main artist standpoint, a lot of people looking at Glow. That's because it's so much violence in our city. I was talking about this last year. Was Memphis one of those top rap cities? And you know, I used to ask people, and you know, it might be possible Memphis still up there. I haven't looked at no rap phonics or no rap books or no shit like that to know this, but I definitely know that it's a lot going on in Memphis. And they just go back to what Stephen A was talking about. Shit, it could be some truth in what Stephen A was saying about the basketball players and things of that nature. Because just think about it, man, we don't see too many NBA players in this city. Yeah, these men live here, but we're not seeing them just out in traffic or nothing like that. I ain't saying you can't run into an NBA player, but other than you're not seeing them like that. You're not seeing them like that. They not walking around downtown and just kicking shit like that. You know, hell nah. They treat the FedEx form like a real job. They only there when the game time, practice or some shit like that. When they ain't gotta be there, they're not walking past that motherfucker. They not going to take no pictures in front of it, trying to get no overtime in. Man, they not nowhere downtown. You know, they not in no restaurants downtown. Man, only time you catch them on it's some shit like this, it's an event. I ain't talking about can, they don't want to. It's a difference. Motherfucker don't want to. They don't want to. You don't want to hang out. It ain't worth it. Yeah, that's the whole point. It ain't worth it. Why? Penny from here. It's a difference. He grew up. He grew up here. So it's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? He grew up, of course. I just told you, I was riding, I looked over, I seen Penny in the Maybach. You know, on Poplar. Coming from the Binghampton. You know, shit, his old neighborhood. Of course. Well, of course he gonna ride the streets. Shit, we all know what Zebo got a music label here. He been here for a minute. I'm talking about these new guys and shit. Like, I used to go out and see Pal Gasol at the clubs at 152, man. I told him me and Pal Gasol were playing tug of war with a woman. Look at Pal saving a motherfucker like that. Pal, and got to hitting the salsa. Like, for real, I couldn't do nothing with it. Real shit. That Paolo, hey, man, nigga, Pal did that shit, though. But you could, Rudy Gay in there. You know what I'm saying? You could see the Grizzly players Zebo era and before that. Right now, the boys ain't hanging out. You might catch them out Germantown, Poplar area somewhere. Every now and then. You hear what you said? Low key. I'm just saying we got an NBA. We have an NBA team here. We have an NBA team here. You know, you ain't really going out nowhere and seeing these Grizzly players nowhere. It's people having money. They could, be at the same eateries and shit like that. And I'm pretty sure, when you young and you having all this money too, you don't just really want to be cooped up in the house. Just being real. But when you got all of the elements in your house, it makes sense too. But on the flip side of that, when you in the NBA, when you in the league, in my opinion, some of the funnest times is going out in the community. Being able to be that NBA player. That's why we fuck with Zebo. The city fuck with him because we saw Zebo out. With these new guys, man, they just here getting that motherfucking check. They getting that check, bro. They ain't trying to be seen. You don't even hear no big Grizzly foundations and shit no more. Dang, what are they doing? They still working St. Jude? Just saying. Remember I said this last year, they haven't, I was told that they was talking about moving the Grizzlies to Nashville. Because that's where all the other teams at anyway. Some boy having money up there, money up there. And, Nashville, that's where all the professional teams at anyway. I can see it being better for Nashville. I can see it working better in Nashville than Memphis. But one thing it'll make Memphis appreciate go back to hell nah. Nah, don't go back to Vancouver. Go to Nashville. Tennessee still need an NBA team. Hell nah, don't do it like that. But it'll make Memphis really appreciate, like, damn, we had an NBA team here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really had a team here. We had Ja Morant here. It'll definitely, you know, it'll bring some type of another eerie feeling to the city. Like, damn, we ain't got the NBA team no more. Like, now we'll realize, like, damn, we had an NBA team here. Where we really appreciate that shit. But then, are they really putting out good talent? I like it. I like it for Memphis too. You know, mm-hmm. But make sure y'all jump in the comment section. Like, subscribe, share. Tune me in. Don't tune me out. I might jump back on a little later on tonight. You know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm out of here though. Appreciate the moderators, the all the members, Snoozy, Jaqua, Jackie. I don't know. I'll fuck some names up. Jock. I don't. How you say your name, bro? Jacque. Nah, I mean, nah, I mean, nah, I mean. Albino, Miss Muffin, Nikki. I appreciate everybody. Jaquay. Ah, okay. Okay then. Damn, hey, that was Jaquay. There we go. Jock. That shit was throwing me off at first. So it ain't like Jock Cousteau. So was the C a typo? Or you just telling me the C silent? You just giving me a simple guy like myself. You just broke it down for me. Appreciate you, brother. I met you at Home Depot. What it do, man? Appreciate you, Albert. Yeah. That's a nice guy at Home Depot, man. Okay then, sad. Okay then. Yeah. He always tell me that he fuck with me on the podcast. So I definitely appreciate you tuning in, man. Definitely appreciate you tuning in. Yeah. Real person. Definitely appreciate you tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, share, like. Probably gonna jump on tonight though. We're gonna give me a little food, We'll warm my food up, shit shaving, babe, and then, Y'all be easy. I ain't for sure. But it's some more we can do with that. Appreciate it, bro. It's some more we can do with that jam, man. I ain't play the songs and do this and do that because really, it's just about the city. Just about New Memphis, though, man. So a lot of shit I could have did and just it ain't even on it because you know don't wanna kill the movement for a start, but we just want to look at it from all angles. Out of here, though. Here go Walk On BG right here, though. Let's see what Walk On BG talking about. Hello. Man, I'm on screen, y'all, right now. I had told them about your ass, man. I don't know what you got going on. Yeah, I'm on screen, y'all, right now. Live right now. Yeah, you don't want to do nothing with the Locked In podcast, man. You know, you went to sleep. He said he took a blue one, y'all, and he said, yeah, y'all hear BG? Y'all hear his excuses? No cap, man. Tell him I love him. Hey, man, we coming tonight, man. Tell him I ain't got nothing to do tonight. I'm gonna pick my son up, man. I'm gonna be in my new spot up there. You know what I told you where I be at. You know what I'm saying? Up there at the AG. I'm gonna be up there, and we gonna go live. Man, tell them they gonna be tonight, man. Wait, no, don't come, man. Tonight, I'm telling you, no lies on everything. I'm tuning in, man. Tune in, we coming. Say less then. All right, Jack. I'm gonna get with you tonight. You said I did what? Nah, you fly, Nah, you fly, I'm just telling you currently doing it. See, you called me then I text you talking about who it is. I'm saying, what you broke your phone, you don't recognize the number or something? How that happened then? Now the number you text me on talking about who is this? When I text you and called you, said who is this? Okay. Okay. Say that. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Shit. Shit. Yeah. Okay. Say less. We gonna get with you later on then. Love you too, Jake. All right, we gonna get to a little content tonight, man. You heard what Walk Home BG saying. We gonna do it tonight. He still the blue pills. It's a choice in life, red or the blue. He took the blue and it was through. So, Lone Wolf, appreciate you tuning in, man. We finna get up off this motherfucker. Appreciate you. Bad cut his hair. He back to federal bad. He say play some outlaw. You know what? I gotta stop playing this shit. If you go back to the last live, bro, I had to go back and cut all this shit out. You know what I'm saying? So I can't. I'm that's why I ain't play no more music. Cause probably have to go back and trim all of this shit out in order to stay monetized. So I might have to just start playing the instrumental. When I start playing the instrumental, you know what I'm saying? This shit I had to go back and trim segments out for forever. But I'm back. We back at it tonight though. We gonna stream y'all this shit. And actually we gonna come back with the new Memphis topic with BG. And cause we gonna get into, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we gonna get into it, y'all. Gonna get into it. Get with me later on though, man. It's cool to tap that like button. It's cool to share, subscribe. Uh damn, I do hate though that, you know, I went pushing this new Memphis shit a little more. I gotta go back and find it live now though. Where I was talking about the new Memphis a couple weeks ago though. You know what I'm saying? You know, and let these damn rappers just, you know, just go all nit willy with it. You know, hell nah. For the new Memphis movie. For sure.